Hi, guys. I have a story for you today. The title of this talk and email or blog, wherever you're reading this, is Full Circle. It's time for the promises of God to come full circle in your life. And let me tell you a little story and what inspired today's Monday motivation. So last fall, actually 2 falls ago, 2015, my husband and I were on our way to Florida, and my phone rang, and I didn't recognize the number. The phone number was not listed in my phone, so I didn't answer it, and it went to voicemail. And just a moment later, that same number sent me a text. And I opened up the text message, and it said this: "Hi, Kim. I got your number from my aunt. I live in the house you grew up in, and I think I have something that belongs to you." This is so crazy, you guys. Just wait till you hear this. So I read the text and I look at my husband and I say, "Oh my gosh, if he's talking about my ring, I am going to freak out." And of course, Scott was like, what is going on? What are you talking about? So I read him the text and I told him, I think that he's talking about my class ring that I got all the way back in high school. And I'll tell you why I thought he meant my ring. And so the very next text he sends me is a picture of my ring. The ring that I had lost, let's see, 28 years previous to this text message. A ring that I never thought I would see again, a ring that I certainly never thought that I would hold in my hand again. And I said to him, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you found my ring. I can't wait to talk to you." And he said, "Come on over, you can see the house and you can get your ring." So sometime after we got home from Florida, we drove over there, and just so many things happened that day. What a trip to go back to the house you grew up in, and things I saw, and lots of things were different, but lots of things were just a blast from the past. And anyway, it turns out that his daughter and his son and he came home one night, and they said, "Daddy, let's go use our metal detector in the backyard." So he went out to the backyard, and they started, doing the metal detector. And he said literally within a couple of minutes, it didn't take long at all, the metal detector started beeping and they started digging. And he said something like 4 inches under the topsoil, they found my ring. Well, what's so profound about this, and so profound for you today, is the reason I lost the ring, and the fact that God brought this ring back to me was no coincidence. All the way back when I was only 16 years old, I was laying out in the sun with a boyfriend I had at the time. It was a very, I'll just say, unhealthy relationship. It was not a good thing. And this person didn't treat me well. And we were laying out in the sun, and I had taken off all my jewelry, to not have tan lines because I have priorities at 16. And we got into an argument while we were out there. And out of anger, knowing that all of my jewelry was on the blanket, he picked up the blanket and just shook it out. And everything on the blanket went flying. And I had purchased my class ring with my own money. I worked really hard at that time catering with friends of our family. And I picked out a ring with a diamond in it. And to me, it was the nicest thing I had ever had up to that point. And it was the nicest thing I certainly ever invested in with my own money. And so he whips the blanket and everything goes flying. And I immediately said, "My ring!" I looked high and low in my yard for hours. My sister helped me look. We didn't have a metal detector, but we just looked and looked and looked, and it could have gone anywhere. And after a couple hours and then a couple days, I just kind of gave up and said, "My ring is lost." And I really kind of never thought I'd see it again. And I'm not even going to say I got over it quickly, because I didn't. I was upset for a long, long time. That was a keepsake. It just had so much meaning to me. And so, fast forward to 2 falls ago, 2014, I hadn't thought about this ring in years, in years. And when I found out that my ring was there waiting for me, that someone had found it purely by accident, that when he and his children walked off the deck and went and started, metal detecting, they were just feet from my ring. And ironically, the man that lives in the house I grew up in is the nephew of one of my mom's best friends. And so when he bought the house, he knew from his aunt that she knew who used to live there. So he even had a way to contact me. Isn't that nuts? I mean, God is just so amazing. He's so all powerful. And the things that you think are lost forever aren't lost. God knows right where they are. And over the weekend, as I thought about my Monday motivation today, God told me, tell them the full circle ring story. Tell them that it's time for their promises, for the things they've lost, for the things that have been taken from them to be returned. It's full circle time, you guys. Easter is upon us. It's new life. It's resurrection. There's all kinds of incredible, powerful promises that await each one of us in the coming season. But most importantly, I just feel so strong on my heart to ask you to engage your faith with me today and believe that your full circle moment awaits you, that it's around the corner, that you will get back what the enemy has stolen from you, just like I got back this ring right here. Here it is. I'm going to put it up to the camera. It's probably blurry, but isn't it awesome? And what's also awesome as being 16 years old, I had my name engraved on the inside. And so that's how he knew it was mine, because my name is in there. And the same way that my name was on this ring, and this ring serves and stands as a promise to me, your name is on the things that were taken from you. And God knows that, and he's going to bring those things back to you. It's full circle season, you guys, and I want to hear about your full circle moment. I want to hear your amazing full circle story. I want you to tell people that God is faithful and that he brings back the things that we've lost or things that have been taken from us. And yes, sometimes it takes a while. It was 28 years from the time I lost my ring until I got that phone call. And for some, they'd say, I'm not willing to wait that long. Well, this is what I'll say to you. Those 28 years are going to pass either way. There was no way that I was going to avoid getting 28 years older. So would I rather get 28 years older with nothing to show for it? Or would I rather 28 years after a great loss receive back what was taken from me? I think you know the answer, because I sit here today with the thing that was taken from me. So guys, it's full circle time. It's Easter season, it's spring, it's new life. The winds of change are blowing, and I want you to have a huge expectation and big faith. Have an awesome day and stay motivated.